Jay-Z McDaniels.
Okay.
Here we go.
This
Here we
episode,
go.
am I the asshole? So
Why you use this picture?
Right, man. That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
hold on, man. So
Go ahead, man.
the article you sent me, the person
Yeah.
in the photo was not 600 pounds. That was a stock photo of just a fat motherfucker, and he was
Yeah.
not fat enough to
Yeah,
be.
600
got you.
pounds. Like
I
this
got you.
motherfucker hurting that full size bed.
So
Ooh.
yeah, this guy is from that show, My 600
600
Pound
Pound
Life.
Life.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, I
I
never
got
watched
you.
the show, but yeah,
This is it.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So this dude is 600 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work,
At all.
needs around the clock health care or around the clock care.
Right.
And his parents are trying to pawn them off on the daughter, his sister, and her husband. They want to kind of roll this motherfucker into their house and like, hey, this is what you need to be doing with your life is washing his belly button every 4 hours.
And they want money for the medical expenses.
What medical expenses? This motherfucker does not care about his health. What medical expenses?
Hey,
Man,
hold on.
look.
First off, dude got in this condition because of the parents coddling, saying
Yep.
that he almost died at birth. Let him have what he wants or whatever. Pretty much cater to
Right.
his every need. And then the fucker turned out that he wanted to try out being a professional,
Competitive eater.
competitive eater.
Competitive eater.
And this is what happened.
God damn.
Yeah, you blown up to fucking 600 pounds where your mama and them like, dude, we trying to live out our golden years, but we can't be doing that trying to find your fucking asshole.
You know how build him a barn. Man, look, have you ever watched My 600 Pound Life?
I think I watched a little bit where the one was having like infections
Yeah.
because they can't the family cannot lift that person up to get in those nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
And like infections started to come in. It was like, and they cut that side of the house out
Yeah.
so they could pull the person out. And they were like, oh, I'm ashamed. Like, you should be. I just lost the side of my fucking house
Right.
because you
Right.
can't put down the motherfucking ding dongs. But yeah,
That's a lot of Cheez-Its. Hey,
Yeah.
Cuddy.
yeah.
Cuddy, you've never watched it?
I lived it, man. I worked on an ambulance for a summer, and yeah, you'd be surprised on how many shut-in people you come across.
Listen,
It's-
I'm saying no. Go ahead, finish.
Oh no, I'm just I don't need to see the show. Like I had to attend to people like this in need. Yeah, it is a terrible situation to be in. It's a terrible situation to put yourself in. It's a terrible situation for everybody.
If somebody like this stopped eating, could they starve to death?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to say that because this is my thing, man. I've seen episodes where people try to help from their family members and they literally lose their shit. Like, go get me something to fucking eat. Or let these motherfuckers miss something off their list. Or I've seen these motherfuckers eat one meal and then 30 minutes later, I'm hungry.
That's what happened with Big Pun.
How, motherfucker?
He would go to rehab and have people come in and be like, hey, go to Burger King, give me some junior Whoppers or whatever. He would like get his kids, like, hey, I give you an extra 50, 60 or whatever if you go, and pick me up something. But they said that's what he was doing to what was it? He was dealing with some trauma, and that was his relief, his comfort was to overeat. And I think a lot of these folks are just trapped in their own damn body, dealing with some type of trauma.
No, you know what? And I'm glad you
600
said it.
pounds?
Because on that show, Dr. Nalzarian, a lot of the times I think that he should start these motherfuckers off with therapy. Because these motherfuckers will waste his time. And then when he sends them to therapy, that's when you see the weight loss. A lot of them like, yeah, I was touched, and a lot of motherfuckers, but the motherfucker we talking about right now literally just was a competitive eater and was coddled, all because when his mother was pregnant, the umbilical cord got around his neck. And so the sibling, I think it's the sister, they always like, oh, he almost died. So now, because this fat son bitch then got up to over 600 pounds, they laugh. They want to put his big ass off on the sister because the house is bigger. And because they make a lot of money, they want them to cover the health expenses.
Right.
And they pretty much was like, nah, fuck you. We ain't doing it. Because apparently all of that coddling him came at the expense of the sister. And now she's reached a point where she can tell them, hey, kiss my tits. And I am firmly backing that woman. No, she is not the asshole. Because her motherfucking food bill is gonna go up astronomically.
That's the expenses. It ain't the medical. It's to feed this motherfucker,
it's
man.
to feed this motherfucker. That's gonna cost more than the medical, guarantee you.
That part.
Guarantee.
No. Vegetables are cheap. Vegetables are real cheap.
Let me
And that's
tell
the
you
problem here. Is that when I was working on the ambulance and we would come across people like this, it was always some, gigantic motherfucker and a skinny person feeding them. And it was never anything healthy. Matter of fact, the first day I ever worked on an ambulance, this woman couldn't walk, because she was so big. And her boyfriend, some 95-pound dude, was feeding her macaroni and cheese all day long, multiple days.
Juicing that shit, huh?
Nah, I mean, she was sitting in a lazy boy and had a bucket next to her and a trash can, and it was Kraft macaroni and cheese all day long. It's the absolute worst kind of nutrition you can give anybody.
Right.
And that's what they chose to feed. And these people don't have a choice on getting up and, realistically, they, you can bring them whatever
right
to eat.
And they'll eat
and yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't
be me. I would feed nothing but salad.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Sunflower
it's
seeds.
Like what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna get up? You gonna go fix you something to eat? What you gonna do?
Come with my ass? Come with my ass. Come with my ass, punk.
Right, here you go. It's gonna be here when you hungry.
Here's a bucket of lettuce with some goddamn olive oil and some apple cider vinegar, motherfucker. You better eat that.
And why is competitive eating always the worst foods? How come nobody competitively eats carrots?
Right.
Or
it's always
in hot dogs.
Before we even came on, I just saw something. I was with the lady and she showed me about Nathan's. They had a competitive what was it?
Hot dog eating
contest. It wasn't hot dog. It was lemonade, pink lemonade, a gallon. Who could drink it the fastest? Yeah.
That'll turn you black.
So, I mean, like you said, only in America, man.
Yeah,
we got competitive eating, water parks. Only in America. But it is what it is, and again, I'm a co-sign with my brother Ob saying that the sister is not an asshole for not letting her 600-pound brother, who almost died at birth, move into her crib and eat up all her damn food and fuck up the floors and the furniture.
I got one last, let Africa Bambaataa be his caretaker. I bet you he'll get up and he'll never want to eat again. Just let Africa Bambaataa just take care of him for a couple of months.
That motherfucker be laying there in that CPAP and all he hears do 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 do. Be a big naked nigga with feathers on come up in the room. Move over, Kevin. You want to hear my LP?
Yep. The one of the week.
This is my new song. It's called Planet Cock.
I was trying to do my outro. I'm done.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.